Hello, everyone. How's it going? Let's get the gameplay started. It's been a minute. It's been just about a full week since I've been able to stream. I had a couple times when I'm like, I could stream. I had real life obligations, things I should be doing that I wasn't doing, that I didn't want to do. But I ended up having a good time, despite myself. Lorazia, Shiel, Ricardin, hello. As the name of the stream might imply, planning on doing some weeklies later, but you know, I figured I'd do a little preamble chat. Of course, I have Obamsawin just waiting in the wings. There she is, that beautiful, beautiful cow of mine, who I have. True story, I've actually raided with Obamsawin longer than I have raided with Vrograg. And I would confidently say Obamsawin is much more well-geared than Vrograg. Absolutely tier 3 bis and has a couple Kara 40 pieces. Vrograg still like almost Nax bis. He has a Thunder Fury, which is really nice, but isn't really your bis setup. And I like doing damage with the cow, of course. I think it's fun. Elemental is my way to go. I like casters, but I put in my time long before they had a lot of differentiation from vanilla. I did. If anyone's played a shaman in like vanilla talent tree land before they had alternate tier gear, it was pretty much heal your way until you picked up enough caster gear and then try it out and then go all the time. So I did my time. It's gotten a lot easier to both progress and raid as elemental. Usually on Tuesdays, I usually talk about whatever I did on my Monday raid, which is usually Nax. I have a bunch of my logs up. Made some big discoveries about elemental that I'm very excited about. Well, not discoveries, more like a refutation. They're trying so hard. The designers really want fire to fit somehow into elemental shaman. I'm not against it. It's just not there yet. Unless you do a really kind of janky build that I don't think is going to stand, and you sacrifice a bunch of AoE. It's still pretty much chain lightning, off cooldown, lightning bolt. You have a new spell, you have earthquake, great for AoE situations, but other than that, it's pretty much what you're used to. Anyway, let's see, I had a couple things, but hey Slips, how's it going? DJ Shield, I want you to know that anytime I see like real music creators ask questions about the music that I play, I genuinely feel shame because I'm like, it's just some AI slop I play in the background. I genuinely feel bad, but it's like, this is like a hobby for me. I don't got like a budget to commission a bunch of work, and trying to ball on a budget. Also, I've had a lot of fun making AI music. I don't think it's particularly noteworthy or worth celebrating, but it can still be fun. And usually at some point in my streams, we usually have a little chat about AI. I'm artistically pretty against it, but I think it's also worth observing and recognizing what it can do and how it can interface with our world rather than just sticking our head in the sand and ignoring it. Well, no, Shiel, I mean, I think DJs are like artistic creators as well. Like, yeah, you're not like maybe producing the music, but like mixing, working a crowd, like that's definitely a performance piece in and of itself. And not a lot of people know this, but I actually have like a history in dance. Like I used to do ballet, so for me, like I generally think many forms of expression are art, and I don't I think many times the base understanding of art is just like some kind of visual thing or music, you know? But genuinely self-expression and sharing your creations with others is the true essence of art and creativity to me. So I don't knock DJs for what they do. Vrogreg Dance Floor Slayer. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Let me pause, because I did accidentally make one absolute bop that I'll play every now and then, because I have it saved here. Hold on. Is it this one? I don't know. Is it this one? Yeah. Check out this dance track. It just stole Bruno Mars. I love it.
Step to the left, slide to the right. Oh yeah.
AI respects the good artist, knows who to steal from clearly. I wish you guys could have seen how innocuous the prompt was for this. It was just like retro disco. Have fun. No, just make something. It came out with this. You know, Shield, you say that, but as someone who's done a lot of machinima, your brain makes stuff fit that doesn't. Maybe this does fit a little better than normal, but what if Bruno Mars used AI for his music? I mean, I don't think he would do that. Even if he did, have you seen his performances? Guy's skilled. Guy's clearly talented. Hello, Necrid. Maybe I should just start every stream with this song. Just to kind of get the vibe out, you know? Try to keep cheerful. It's been a stressful last couple week and a half, 2 weeks, huh? I gotta admit, female Torin dance, not that bad. It is just the electric slide, though. As a student of dance and appreciator of dance, I really wish we had Dance Studio. I'm just saying. It's always gonna be my pet peeve. I'll put back on normal music. I had to play some of it. I'm like, come on. Are you just chasing me around in streams, man? Am I? Am I? I don't think I am. Oh, well, I hope the show went well, Shield. I just got back and I finished doing one radio segment. I only did Market Watch. Oh, Roukangren's great. I love Roukangren. Roukangren's also the police moderator of my Twitch chat. Oh boy. Oh yeah, you know, I think I was on my lunch break, Shield, when I saw in I usually just pop into the Discord, see if anything's going on. I saw someone in the Turtle Wow general Discord saying like, everyone stop what you're doing. GMs are interceding and there's a DJ show on Ambershire. So it sounds like it went well. And Mr. McHale, yeah, exactly. A very big power, in fact. Oh, boy. I did have one thing, a couple things top of the hour we're going to chat about. I mean, just, you know, just before we really get into the actual gameplay, I absolutely had to, if you don't know, I would be surprised. Most of my viewers are longtime Turtle vets. If you don't, though, and you're just stumbling upon this, try to do your weeklies. There are 3 weeklies. I believe they are... Yes. I don't know who in Stormwind gives this out, but it's the same 3. Cleansing the Corruption, Dungeon Delving, Molten Assault. Molten Assault, you need to kill 2 of the new bosses in Molten Core. You get the thing. Dungeon Delving, you got to get 25 Crests of Valor from dungeon bosses. Certain bosses will give you crests, not all of them, but mostly high level 60 dungeons will. But I know like the end Dire Maul ones will still give like 1 or 2. So it's not like... I don't have that all mapped out. And Cleansing the Corruption, you got to get 10 particular, not specific bosses, but I think it's the Priests and Hakar count in ZG, and then I think all the bosses in AQ20. And it's been fun because I find myself a little bit more motivated to go do 20-mans. I normally don't mind doing them, but, like I said, Bomb Swing's pretty well... All my 60s, except for, like, Rexana, are pretty well geared, and I only have so much time. So it's actually been nice, and just to kind of... Not that I think I need to sell you on it, but the Molten Core... So if you do the weekly... this is like the loot table. Some of these things are pretty good. You'll see like the percentage drop chance. This is all in the database, but and I believe, yeah, I think this one only is 16. You can actually get a flask from this as well as a Scorpid mount. Very unlikely, but I mean, a 4% chance to get a flask of Supreme Power as a caster, that's very interesting. They're all kind of fire themed things, but some of these are worth a lot of money. So, like, why not? You know, why not go do it? And the other 2 quests give these War Supplies cache. It has a much bigger variety of things you can get. Wizard Oils, Elemental Sharpening Stones, those are great. You can get big chunks of herbs, which is just nice too. Some consumables that you might use. Or if you don't use them, you can also trade them off, which is nice. Some essences, enchanting mats, Black Lotus. All 3 flasks appear at 3%. And you're thinking, oh, there's only 1 mount? A lot of people don't realize there's a second page to this. There's actually 7 mounts you can get. So if you're a mount collector, I think some of these you can only get through these right now. And if not, it's still fun to do. Still fun to get. Yeah, so, like, see about doing your weeklies. For the time being, I believe they reset on Thursday. Why they reset on Thursday, I'm not sure. But that's how it is. And I believe if you don't get it done by Thursday, then your marks, like, disappear from your bag, so you gotta start again, I think. I also believe they're, like, working now. Like, there was, like, a time period where some people, like, wouldn't get their things reset. It's been working for me, and I haven't heard too many complaints, so I believe it's working now as intended. Again, I don't know if Thursday's the intended time, but at least it resets Thursday. Dominar Rigel asks me probably the most important question. What is your favorite dance in the game? My favorite dance. Oh, boy. In Turtle, despite myself, probably the male high elf is probably my favorite one. Mostly, I want to say the reason that is because the song that it's based off of is one of my favorite songs, which is Jamiroquai's Canned Heat. It's because it's for, you know, these are all like super old references at this point, but it was the dance Napoleon Dynamite did, and that was the song he played. So probably the male high elf. Of the vanilla races, that's a little tougher. I would probably give it to the male human. It's close though, because I also like the male orc. Those are both pretty close to my mind. The other ones are a little bit more memey. My favorite female dance from Vanilla would have to be... maybe the female orc. It's close though. They're not as creative with those ones, sadly. This is coming from a student of dance, so like this is a pretty hefty consideration. The range of motion, the variety of movements, you know, like how well animated it is, like those are the things I'm considering. Oh, Larazi, you sold all your shell coin? Congratulations on your newfound wealth. Oh, it's not on Ambershire? That might be because AQ20 is not unlocked, Larazia. And I think they come in a block altogether. That's my guess. I mean, maybe you could have all three, and I guess you could do 2 ZGs. Is ZG? No, ZG's not even open either, is it? Because they're still on... Are they in Phase 0 still? I think Phase 0 doesn't... Yeah, Phase 0 doesn't have ZG in it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. We're not even getting Kara till November 17th. I don't remember what the schedule was. I'm assuming you mean like Lower Kara? Oh, yeah, that's right. You can get those marks in Lower Kara as well. I forgot that. Oh, Slips, you do keep the crest? I could have sworn you lost them. That's good to know. Let's see. Also, I had a couple other things. What else is in my little browser here that I wanted to bring up and laugh about? So we looked at those. Also, Turtle social media. just throwing that out there. I'm like, damn. All right. I mean, also, saying that it runs natively on Linux if it's Unreal, like, that... It's not really a technical achievement as much as it's like... I was pretty sure Unreal just had a lot less issues on Linux. It's cool to see, though. And... we've seen a couple new pieces of art from their Twitter. Once again... Lionel Schramm, absolutely killing it with artwork. I love his stuff. If you haven't checked him out too, Warcraft Lore Scrolls. I've read a few of those back in the day. I haven't read many recently. These are screenshots from something new they're doing. Timbermaw Hold Raid Interior. It looks interesting. I always wonder about this. I mean, like, I can see the sky. Is this going to be considered outdoors? Druids and shamans are curious. They're in your area. They want to know. Some interviews with DJ Shield. I'd check those out. DJ Shield does a great job interfacing and connecting with members of the community. Love his stuff. Love his efforts that he's made in the past. He's doing a great job. He's killing it. I don't know anything about Moon Whisper Coast, what it's supposed to be. I don't know anything about it. But there it is. Raukangren? Exactly. That's the difference, right? I mean, I could play AI slop music in the background, but when you have like a real, authentic artist like Lionel Schramm, just doing banger after banger artwork, I love his stuff. It's so imaginative. It's so fun. It's so authentic to the real fantasy of WoW. Stuff like this. You can also, if you go to their artworks page, you can see a bunch more work by Lionel Schramm. A lot of these are like wallpaper ready, wallpaper good. Also, I think it was one of these. It might have been this one. I think I'm in. If you have to zoom in real close, but this is one of my videos. Which makes me a canon character, by the way. So I just want everyone to know that. So yeah, I thought it was interesting to put out a thing that, like, yeah, look at this. Unreal Azeroth works on Linux. So, just so everyone knows, some of my streaming today, as often is the case, is going to be a little self-indulgent, okay? Because I try to have fun doing what I'm doing, and I'm sure all of you know why the last week and a half has been stressful. I've actually, for those that like follow all the news work I do, all the ombudsman, ethics checking, that kind of stuff that I do, it has been a very difficult week, like emotionally. Like, I'm not joking. And I'm letting you guys know that because, I know you guys appreciate that work by and large. Most of the people who watch my stream have ingested my news content, and I think a lot of you know how much it means to me, that work that I can do. And it's been really awkward, mostly because I kind of realized that continuing to do that work in context of the news about the lawsuit was actually a situation where I was likely to do more harm to the community than good. So it's very difficult for me to kind of step back and just be like, there's nothing I could do right now except stir up trouble and make things worse for people, which is very, very difficult for me because I believe in community advocacy. I believe in being able to say what you need to say, getting consensus, getting the community to work together for something. And, true story, like when I realized some of the, I'm trying to couch things carefully here, but I think it became pretty obvious that, having someone that isn't on the turtle team run around and ask a bunch of questions about stuff that no one can answer, and if they did, it might actually be bad for them. That's a weird situation for me to be in, and so it's not like I stepped back and said I'm never touching Turtle WoW again. It's just one of those situations where I just had to take a deep breath, take a step back, and be like, okay, I cannot do anything about this situation right now. And that is very tough for me because, if you've played WoW as long as I have, there's a good chance you're obsessive. And it's hard to tell someone who's obsessive about something to not be obsessive. But sometimes you just gotta take it. So that's genuinely been very deflating for me. It's like I want to do something, I want to help, I want to get stories, I want to interview people, and I just can't. It's very tough to be old Rograg right now. Yeah, Route Kangren, yeah. And I have to say that there have been periods of time over the last week where I was like, I don't know, maybe I just hang it up, you know? And a large part of why I just couldn't bring myself to do that is that would mean for a second time Blizzard ruined something for me. And I will not let them have the satisfaction, you know? I mean, there were times, part of the reason I didn't stream was because after I kind of got a deeper understanding of what was going on, you know, and even though there's a vast amount of injustice that's going on with that story, I'm not affected. I could be affected, but I'm not. You know, my name didn't appear anywhere. Worst comes to worst, I mean, my channel maybe gets nuked, you know, but there's other people out there that are like, you know, scared, like genuinely scared for their safety, you know, and that's sort of a spot that I'm RPing as a news orc for a private server. How did it come to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did it come to this? I just want to, like, hang out and have fun with you guys. Why is it that all this other stuff happens, you know? It's been all I could do just to kind of keep going. Like honestly. Just to keep playing, having a good time, still interacting with members of the community. And I don't think people on the turtle team, I don't think all of them knew that like why I stepped back or anything. But I can't ethically do what I'm supposed to do if I have that level of access. And sometimes it is that way, you know? And by the way, completely my choice. I know enough about ethics to be like, I'm supposed to do XYZ. I can't do XYZ. I have access. Access says I should do this. And generally when you look at like ethical media and news and journalism and stuff like that, what you're looking at is like harm. What harm could I do? And it became pretty evident that like, if I keep picking at that scab, I'm gonna start bordering that world where I'm doing more harm to the community than good. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta take your foot off the pedal. Probably, and granted, I'm not really that much of a victim here, right? Again, I didn't get targeted with anything, but at the same time, it has affected me. It's probably affected a lot of people on the server too. I mean, I know I've heard some stories about other add-on authors getting spooked and just peacing out. I can't blame them. You know, I would get spooked too. And I can't do much about this situation. And I hate it, guys. I really, really hate it. You know, I still see, like, today when I by the way, this isn't like a slight against them. Please don't go to their stream and say anything stupid. Please don't. But I mean, when I was looking at the Discord listing of all the other people that were streaming Turtle WoW, you know, there was someone in there who's like, yeah, we're going over the lawsuit, all this stuff. And I'm like, are you a lawyer? You know, what do you know about this community? There's also a certain point where some of the content creators, not this, I mean, I don't know about this person that I saw today, but I think in general, there's just a lot of people that don't understand a lot about the situation and just just see a really juicy clickbait title and just go like, "Oh, Blizzard's nuking Turtle WoW, what?" And they put the thumbnail with their face. They're doing that, and it is just so base and without merit. I don't even that. So, you know, continuing to pick away at the story also makes me aware of how gross parts of that kind of mediascape is. Yeah, you know, I cannot speak for the team. I can't say what their actions are going to be. I mean, I've heard a lot of things. I can't confirm any of them. I generally don't like trying to spread rumors, but I would probably comfortably reply that I'm pretty sure, unsubstantiated, but pretty sure that the team has contingency plans, but I don't know what they are. I don't know how they work. I don't know if they'll work, and I don't think overall the community likes that prospect, but at the same time, I think a lot of us understand it, you know. So anyway, you know, I think we've all been stressed out about this stuff in general, especially the people that have played here for years like myself. I know there's a lot of other veterans here that come to stream. It sucks because, man, this is where we come to unwind. This is where we come to socialize and have fun, you know? Just having some kind of strange entity say, "Oh, no, you don't." It just feels so gross. So, in the end, you just kind of feel violated for no reason. Just like I said in my editorial, and what I still think is one of, I mean, not to pat myself on my back, but I think it was one of my most fire lines I wrote, which is, we have to do something because of a corporate bruised ego. Nah, man. So, yeah. And for my part, if for whatever reason I get nuked, you know, I'll figure it out. You know, again, it would suck, but we'll figure it out. And to be perfectly honest, it's a good opportunity to be like, well, I can always play other games. I can. There are plenty of other community-made projects that are worthy of attention and enjoying. I don't think any are quite the same, and I think Turtle WoW is always going to be special. But, you know, if I get copyright struck into oblivion, I'd still probably make content, just not about Turtle WoW, I guess. But I mean, you know, people who've watched my stuff know I've played other games. It's just really exciting right now because, you know, the patch is still pretty new. There's still new stuff to see, stuff to try out. So, you know. Yeah, and that's pretty much all that's all I really want to say about it right now. And, you know, if you guys need to vent in chat, that's fine. Just don't go too crazy. You know, that's all I ask. And if you see someone going crazy, give them space. You know, I'll ask mods to intervene if it gets a little too out of hand, but I recognize that too. Orazia says, if I convey a message to you, can you then convey it to Raukangren? I don't see why not. I mean, also, why couldn't you? I mean, you're in Twitch chat with Raukangren. Does he have you on ignore? Hello, Adrian. How's it going? I saw Parody. What's up? I'm fitting to get into some dungeons. I want to do some dungeons. I'm gonna start bugging people in my guild to see if anyone wants to do some. Might have to go into queue. We'll see what happens. Did I? I think that was all I had for website. Oh, yeah. Well, quickly touching upon, by the way, absolute sharp right in, there is no segue for this. This should have been first because I was talking about Radiant on Obamswin. I've been trying to make this weird fire thing, like using, I think it'd be best just to show and then explain with the chart. So over here in Talent Tree Land, you have Call of Flame, increases the fire done. Okay, that's not too crazy. Improved Molten Blast, right? Refreshing Flame Shock with Molten Blast deals percentage damage of the refresh duration. Okay. And Elemental Fury helps fire. We all know that. So here's why this all matters. You do fire shock. Well, I'm mousing over it right now. It puts a dot on. The dot lasts 15 seconds. You can keep the dot up if you time your Molten Blast at the right time. However, that means you're going to lose out on one of your lightning bolts. So I was like, I don't know. The math seems close. What does that actually look like? So last night I tried on like some of the longer bosses to actually try to keep up the Flame Shock dot the whole time during a fight. And it's really hard to know how well it worked. But I will say the numbers can speak for themselves. So this is just patchwork. This is me from last night. I will actually scroll down. So what you're looking for here is the Flame Shock dot. It says 36. Now that I believe it ticks every 2 seconds. So that means 36 times 2 is a minute 12 of having the dot up. That's obviously longer than one set of dots. I believe I can see here. Does it say? Yeah, the fight took 2 minutes too. So that looks like I kept it up about the whole time, right? But you can see my DPS is, listen, 1,000's great, but I'm kind of BIS. So like, you think I would do better. You can see I only did 21 lightning bolts, 29. So you can see I actually did 10 Molten Blasts. I tried to time them out perfectly. Now, compare that to this. This is a week now. You're like, oh my goodness, 36 Flame Shock dots? You must have been going crazy. 10 Molten Blasts. This fight took 2 minutes 15, so it took a little bit longer. But you see, I did 10 in this fight. 10 Molten Blasts in this fight. 10 in this fight, but the other fight was longer. The real thing to pay attention to, though, is on this one I did 29 lightning bolts. This one I did 38. So my assumption at this point is that lightning bolt is too good not to do. Still, even with the dot that you might get, I think it might not be getting tracked as well, but I'm not sure about that. This is one of those things where I need to like bug someone who understands logs more. I think I have another log here. Shows, here's one where I didn't do anything, right? I don't even know why it says Searing Bolt on me, but there it is. 52. This fight took 2 minutes 41. So maybe the numbers are still out there. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe something's getting logged incorrectly. I don't know. But for right now, my vibe is that it didn't help much. If anything, it complicated things. So anyway, for all 5 people out there that care about Elemental Shaman, that's the news on that. As much as there was. Oh, Dustin, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I genuinely do. Thank you. Sonic, you're never late. You're always right on time. All right, let me anyone interested in running some dungeons for the weekly? Strat or Skolo would be swell. Also, Dustin, I appreciate the fact that you said, I'm watching delayed. So, like, you know I would see the message instantly, but you're letting me know when in time you're watching. So thank you. When you finally hear this message, hi from the future or the past. Thoughts on the current Molten Core difficulty? From an Inferno perspective, it seems ruined. You know, that's actually something I haven't bugged the people over at Hard Chores about. I have some old friends there I could probably ask about. I don't think it's ruined. I think maybe if you're progressing as Inferno, I think it might be more difficult. I mean, yeah, it's certainly more difficult now. They've moderated a lot of the difficulty, though, if I'm being perfectly honest. And if we can all take a moment to reflect upon how a lot of people are saying it's difficult, like, okay, but are you running a Flask of Titans and are you using Greater Fire Protection Potion off cooldown? Let's all be honest, right? Because if you fully consume for Molten Core, which I don't think a lot of people do unless you're progressing, I think even in those worlds, it's a different reality. Like, a hardcore raider is going to, like, they're going to run into Ubers to get the fire resistance buff for Molten Core. They're going to have fire juju on. They're going to use fire resistance enchantments. That's a different world than even progression raiders, I would argue. So I don't think it's ruined. I think the demand is higher, though, on what it's going to require from them. Dungeon runs with viewers when... I mean, come on. I see Zadai saying they're down for some dungeons. All right. I see... hold on. How long on the 20-man? A couple of people saying they're in 20-mans and they want to wrap those up. But I could get Urza Luna, who's a new bear tank that's been bouncing around our guild. He's a cool dude. Oh. Sorry, I mean, like, ow. So, before? Need a tank. A DPS or two. I can heal if need be. What's my plan? So like if it gets forcefully shut down, I think there's more work. I think that likelihood is pretty unlikely. Pretty sure they can just move servers to like a different municipality or country, and if they do though, then, you know, I guess it was fun while it lasted, but like I don't... I see there being logistical issues, like my ping rate might go up, but, you know. What's my favorite zone in this version of the game overall? In this version of the game? Ooh. Sorry. I'm answering questions while I try to get a raid together. Not a raid, a dungeon group. My favorite zone... I'm partial to some of the off the beaten road custom Turtle WoW stuff that I've seen that just kind of goes underappreciated and not known about. Some of that stuff's really cool. But I mean, favorite. I like pound per pound, like I think my favorite is always going to be like Ungoro to some level. I just love like the dinosaurs and stuff there. It's just that will kind of always be my favorite. As far as like my favorite custom zone, I'm still partial to Tirisfell Uplands. I know it sounds weird. It's some of their older, jankier content, but I just kind of like it. And the Sand Fury troll area that's like on the border of Tenaris and Thousand Needles. Okay, I have Jakku. Sorry, I was slow to invite. I can swap over to being a healer and queue us up. Just give Blizz the server. That would be funny. I can't, wait, I can't queue as a group, right? I'm pretty sure I can. All right. Let me see here. As I am the group leader, group finder. If I do, and I say, let's go do Skolomance. All right, be careful. It might get loud all of a sudden because the XML on this doesn't have volume limiter for some reason. Oh no. Zadai, pick one. So we can queue. I don't think Zadai's listening. Either way, I should probably get... I mean, Skolomance is kind of perfect. There's like a good number of bosses. You can get dark runes, which is nice. Hello level. Oh, you know, Larazia, Gilneas is really good. Gilneas is really good, damn. But like, when I think of like my favorite, I feel like the themes and the stuff that happens in Gilneas happens in other spots. I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying Gilneas is bad. It is one of the strongest zones. I just feel like, you know, depressing gray area haunted by something is something that is like 1 in every 3 zones. However, how many zones are just Jurassic Park but in a crater? Auto group accept strikes again. Okay. I think this might be because Zadai isn't picking a role. If he doesn't pick a role again, I'll just kick him, Jakku, and then then we can queue up together. But yeah, I'd say Gilneas is very very distinctly its own thing. I like it. I mean, I need to level there more to get a more fleshed out opinion on Baelor. Of course, there's no real reason for me to go to Northwind. There's like one horde quest there. They got more cities. They got more questing hubs. They got it all. Also, if you're horde and you're leveling up and you're like, oh, I'd like to go to Baelor. Boy, it's special how you get there. For Alliance, I think you have like a special griffin you can just manually take to Baelor. Like you will literally fly it to Baelor. That's on you. However, if you are horde, you like pick up a quest and then you have to shut down your game, clear out your WDB manually, then start it back up again, and then the flight point will show up. Both are bad. Okay, all right. Okay, we're gonna try again. Okay, now we're at least in the queue. Does Stranglethorn count? I mean, Stranglethorn is great, but it's not Jurassic Park. I mean, dude, there's these huge T-Rexes running around stomping on stuff. The place feels properly wild. And by that, I mean there is no humanoid mobs there. You go to Stranglethorn and it's like lousy with other mobs. Oh, hold on. Like humanoid mobs. If I get you back in, just pick a roll. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Now I got the whole gang here. If anyone wants to try tanking a Skolomance, let me know. I think I'm healing. If you're a healer, let me know, and I can go DPS. If you're watching, playing on Nordanaar. I have been playing a little bit of Baelor. I did start it a little bit with Murag. Her and I have like level 30 something warrior and priest. I have the priest. It's my first priest I've played like at all. We hadn't really touched him since like the winter of 2024, I think. And we're like, oh hey, Baelor's out. Let's like dust off these guys. And it was funny because it was her and I trying to remember how the characters worked after like close to a year of just like atrophy. We figured it out, I think. It's pretty great if you have a pocket tank as a priest. You just kind of sit there and just wand stuff, throw out heals, and then sometimes do damage. It's great, pretty fun. Yeah, level Lever, if you're talking about the weekly, I'm a big fan of it too. I think it's so fun, and it's also getting like, you know, highly geared players to like interact with like the lobies. You know, you're kind of encouraging the cross pollination. Like, look, right now, I probably wouldn't normally queue for a dungeon, right? But this weekly is going like, oh, well, you know, maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth my time, you know, because I might get something good out of it, you know. The gold isn't bad in dungeons either. So, like, you know, there's like you're doing multiple things at once. It's good. Hold on. Any tank, heal, or DPS for Skolo? Oh no, this is embarrassing. I think I'm out of fish oil. I will gladly get fish oil. For those who don't know what I'm about to do, soon you'll know why I'm doing it. Give me that 3 fish oil. Prepare to be amazed. Planes running and water walking. 2 great tastes that taste great together. I do lose it if I get hit, so I have to be careful not to take damage. It's making me want fish oil all the time. Also, Philip, Tanaris, I actually also like because it is definitively very much unique. Like, there's no zone in the game that's anything like Tanaris. Tanaris is environmentally feels... It's probably one of the strongest, like, atmospheres out of all of the zones of WoW. Tanaris is definitely a strong contender for, like, the best zone, and I think a lot of that it accomplishes through the visual storytelling it does, just through the landscape, the music, like the mobs, the stories of what's going on there. It's very good. Is Earthquake fun? Oh, Lever, it is so fun. I do have complaints about Earthquake, but it's kind of hard because it's like you were given a really, really powerful spell, and then when you turn around and go to the team, you're like, yeah, it doesn't do this. Like, I don't want to be that guy, okay? But can anyone name for me an AoE spell that either uses anything but... Sorry, so there's 2 main types of, like, vanilla AoE spells. I think it's the best way to describe this. You either cast it or channel it, whatever you have, and you put down a reticule on the ground, right? If you've played like Mage, like, like when you put down Blizzard, there's like a little green circle. That's a reticule. So there's that type of AoE, or there's the instant AoE that's just an explosion out from the character. Earthquake is unique in that you have to target an opponent, like some kind of a mob with it, and then you also have to cast it, and then rather than coming from the player or from the reticule, it comes from the target of the spell. And I don't think there's any other spell that quite does that. And the reason that is a complaint of mine is because when you're in an AoE scenario, right? So let's say there's like 15 mobs right here, right? And the tank runs in. Now I have 15 like targets I can pick to start casting Earthquake. Earthquake is very powerful. It takes 2.5 seconds to cast. If I am unlucky, and it happens quite a bit, this is the frustrating part, if that mob dies, like, quickly, I just spent 2 seconds casting nothing. That's why with AoE spells, it's generally a reticule, like you put it on the ground, like this is where the AoE is going to be, or it just blows up from you, like you are the reticule. Earthquake's different, and that I think actually limits some of it, because, like, with a reticule AoE, if you see like an AoE pack coming in, you can like target it in advance, because you know where the group of mobs is coming from, right? And with the instant AoE that just comes from yourself, it's usually strong, but you're risking it because you have to throw yourself into things. It's less risky though if you're a shaman, right? Because you you have a bunch of armor. So, but that's literally my only real critique of it. I think if it didn't have that, it would be even better. I would even take it being a weaker spell if I could always guarantee, like, have it land somewhere so my casting time was never wasted. Yeah, Lover. Like, when I first saw that, I'm like, that's so weird. Why is it targeted? I've played Mage for a long time. I know a few things about AoE. Like, that just makes it such a weird cookie. Maybe it's a PvP thing, because if you read, sorry, my tooltip's behind my face right now, but, so it deals nature damage, and an additional 35% of the initial damage to enemies within 10 yards, creates a patch of broken earth that slows enemies by 15%. So it also has a slow effect on it, which is cool. After 4 seconds, the broken earth erupts in an aftershock, dealing damage equal to 30% of the initial damage to all enemies within the area. So it's like a two-parter. So because there's like 2 waves of damage, you want it to be the first thing you cast in an AoE scenario, which is why, again, if your mob dies, then you're behind the curve. You're not going to be able to do as much damage as a mage will in AoE. That's fine, but it's a very weird option to be competitive with. Hello, Vlad. I don't think you're a bot. Don't worry. Hold on, wait. If you heal, then all we need is a tank. Sorry, I realized I went... Okay. Just need a tank now. I'm just gonna go AFK for a second. I think Mandalore's knocking something over. Be right back. Why don't you say hello? Say hello, Mandalore. No? Okay. I think Mandalore said hello. He's just shy. Let's see. Maticus, I did check my whispers. That's why you're in the group. Celestian the Gamer. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Also, I missed this earlier. Rock City Boy 420. Nice name, by the way. We're doing a little weekly dungeon. The weekly dungeons. Should I queue up again? We can get a tank in guild. Lizzie Babs, I was wondering where you were. It genuinely felt weird to not have you be the first person in chat to say I am Rogreg. I hope you're okay. You're so often that guy. Did you want to tank Skolo for us? I can't remember if you were busy or if that was someone else. Oh, Lizzie Babs, you have friends outside of Turtle Wow? Huh? What? What if I pay you 10 gold? Shh, don't tell the others. Yeah, you see? Listen, you gotta make it worth their while a little bit. Also, Maticus is healing, so it would be mad easy. And let's crush this. I got totems and a ball of lightning. Let's do this. All right, we got the group. We have Jakku and Zadai, who are rogues, who are probably just hanging out inside, trying to flex the fact that they can get in. Oh, wait, no, they're right here. This is Zadai. Interested, let's see, Jakku, what are you running for talents? You're running a pretty bread and butter combat spec. Okay, and what about you, Zadai? Let's check it out. Also bread and butter combat spec. Okay, nothing too crazy. That's fine, Lizzie Babs. I get that. I get that vibe. That's why I didn't stream this weekend. I had you know what? This wasn't one where I was like dragging my feet. I have a close relative who is celebrated this last weekend. One year, I believe, being cancer free. And so it was like a nice party. It was just like a fun summer party. It was great. Really positive vibes there too, obviously. Skrydy. Question has a lot of caps, all caps. I'm going to read it as you wrote it, because it is a question you are pointing towards me. Hey dude, capital D, so I'm like the dude, thanks. What do you think is Blizzard's bastards gonna close Tuttle because I play in Epoch, and today admin announced they will close the server because of Blizzard. Is that true? Did Epoch say it was gonna close? Raukangren, keep a close eye on Twitch chat. Nothing's too crazy right now, but I have a guy called Captain Starhawk who says to cue the epic music. All I have is dance music, really. Let's see. Lizzie Webb says Epoch will go on. They are just shutting down social media presence and Discord. Ah, okay, gotcha. And most of the team left Ascension, took over hosting. Yeah, I mean that was what my understanding was about it anyway. Yeah, okay. I see Lorazzi is over there, regulating. All right, good. Maticus is close. Urza's on the way. Everyone, we need to be nice to Urza. They are taking a break from CC rep farming to help us. Oh, don't start that, Razia. You can definitely regulate things. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you Captain, you jump into streams with that. Welcome. There's plenty of characters here. What do you mean, big boy? I'm a big orc. How dare you? Yeah, I mean, not to put words in anyone's mouths, but like, the only like real words from like Turtle WoW public relations that we've seen so far has just been like, hey, here's the new content we're working on. Oh, by the way, here's Unreal Azeroth working on Linux. Like, unbothered, moisturized, in their lane. It's like they don't even notice it's there. For the Alliance, I mean, you know, people can make mistakes. That's fine. I try to remain neutral in my reporting, if I'm being perfectly honest. Also, you know what? I'm not racist. Some of my best friends are night elves. Actually, wait, no. Does a dryad count as night elf? Or am I being culturally insensitive? Anyway, Liraloon, if you're out there, hi. Well, Lorazia, that's because you have mod access in YouTube. You can't have both. Raukangren holds down Twitch chat. Because he's often the only person in there. You don't? Maybe Lizzie Babs does. Because usually Lizzie Babs is first. I know that's Karen, but listen, I know Lizzie Babs is Karen, but in stream, it's Lizzie Babs. Like, everyone gets a stream name. You're lucky you get to be Lorazia and Ploxin. That's true. Sonic's also like the homie in real life, so whatever they want to do. Because if it's something I don't like, I can just go see Sonic in real life and be like, hey man. Hey, what was that all about? I do not have, I don't have any water. I don't have any oranges. You guys have any oranges? Also, just an open question to anyone who's raided with a really well-geared Shadow Priest. Does it, like, magically make your mana problems go away? I swear to God, I finished Patchwork at full mana. That doesn't happen. But I was with a Shadow Priest, and I'm like, whoa, ho. What's going on? I thought, like, I might be lagging for a second because my mana bar was at full. I'm like, huh? That can't be right. Crap. I gotta... make my water last. I do have water. I have some Morning Glory Dew. If you've ever played Shaman, you know this trick. You can just get mana by having things hit you. Hold on, maybe I could change up my totem. Hold on. I think I got something for this. I got a really dumb idea for this. Where is it? All right, we're gonna get rid of that. That helps a lot, but I think I have. It's one of the eyes, or is it the warmth of forgiveness? Yes. See, now this will help my mana problems. This bad boy right here, 10 mana per 5, and I can use it to get mana. Yeah, Lizzie Babs, I know they nerfed it, but I think I asked Murog about this. Murog said the mana you get back is based on the damage that the Shadow Priest does. So if you have a really strong Shadow Priest, you get a lot of mana back. Like a lot of mana. Like so much, I'm like, that doesn't seem... Okay. I've done Patchwork as an Elemental Shaman before class changes too. I would have to pop multiple mana potions and teas to finish with mana. Last night when I did it, I had a Shadow Priest in my group. I didn't pop a single mana consumable. Somewhere it feels like that's not the intended design. I wasn't complaining, but... Ooh, very nice. Shawl, Urza's showing off some of the gear they got. Very nice, very nice. And Flame Scorch hood. Lovely. Yeah. I wonder, what does the Shawl of the Castellan look like? It looks just like my hood, I think. I think it actually... Hold on. Is that actually my hood? Hold on. Let me take this off. No. I can't really see it. Oh, wait. Is it a cape? It might be a cape. It's a trinket. Never... That's why I couldn't see it. Guys, why can't I visually see my trinkets? Well, I mean, Lorazi, it's called a shawl. Like, that's usually either a cape or a headpiece. Nolvi? That's what I'm calling that name. Hi, by the way. SP is pretty baller when it comes to mana, and yeah, it really is good. It's very strong. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Hey, Maticus. You didn't get oranges, did you? Well, I can't get that now. Those are very good, though. The shawl makes us... Oh, yeah, because like when you get hit, it gives you dodge chance. I was actually a little... I was just butthurt because the best rogue tank cape I had the second best one for rogue tanking, but they changed it, so now rather than giving an extra dodge, it gives you a bunch of dodge when you get hit, but like as a rogue tank, you just don't want to be hit, so its value got dropped for me. It's very, very frustrating. I mean, also, I have these superior mana potions. I should just use these. Because I collect them, and in my head, I'm always like, oh, I should use these. They're almost like major mana potions, but not. I'm just going to use them. They did, Nolvi. They kind of pulled the plug on that back at the end of 2023. I used to tank Vesuvius and Patchwork for my guild. They had an ability called Flourish that gave you 20% parry. And you could have it up all the time if you just kept it up as a finisher, but now they gave it a cooldown, you can't. So it's a lot harder. Like, you can do it, but it's very niche, and it's not nearly as... Like, I've actually tanked a ZG back in 2023 when rogue tanking was on the table. Like, I have done that. Nowadays, I probably could still do it, but it requires some different thinking and strategy. I'd also have to figure out a new tank spec, which I've already theory crafted, but I haven't used because I only have so many hours in the day. Priests do have an AoE damage ability here, yes. They have Holy Nova, and it can be used in shadow form, but it does damage to you, I believe. It does not work like the vanilla Holy Nova. And Nolvi, that's fine. We were all Turtle Wow noobs at some point. Back in 2021, I'm like, what do you mean I can team up with someone from the Alliance? I don't think they have another AoE. There might be. I don't think there is another AoE ability, especially with Shadow. Hold on, where's our faithful bear? He's coming from Undercity. Oh wait, he's a Tauren. You know what that means? Urza, I will meet you by the lake so I can give you water walking to come here in style. If you are a shaman and you have a Tauren in your group with planes running, it is your sacred duty to find them, and if there's water between you and them, to give them water walking. Okay. Yeah, it's very fun. I think for PvE content, it makes a lot more sense to have cross-faction grouping, considering, like, these are things that concern everyone who lives even remotely on Azeroth, you know what I mean? With Battlegrounds, I think immersion-wise, it's a little hit or miss, but... Oh, really, Lizzie Babs? How is that going? I know it might be difficult in some spots. I know there's a couple spots where there's like a Turtle WoW content drought. I know if you're clever, you can figure it out. Meet me in the water. It's very important you do this. Urza is also a Tauren. Come, let us run as the herd. I bet you there is a way to only do custom content and actually get there. The only problem with Turtle custom content is the fact that some of the mobs, they're a little overtuned. And that's not just like me, like just being all memey about it. Like, no, there are sometimes it's just, they're too strong. the motor boat brigade is coming. Whoop. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you've ever played hardcore, pretty much the rule of thumb is, if it's a custom mob, be absolutely sure what you're fighting. I remember when I leveled up with Murog even, it was a custom mob that killed, I don't know, Murog version 1. Way back in the day, like 2022, some mobs would summon something called like a Harvest Reaper. And for some reason, the summoned mob was like 10 times stronger than whatever you were fighting. We found that out the hard way. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Lizzie Babs. I think she got killed not by the one in Dead Mines, but there's a guy who does it in the Northern Barrens, like by the Venture Co area. One of those guys summons one of the Harvest Reapers and just deletes people. If only we had a locksmith. Huh? There it is. There. Alright, I gotta make promote to leader. Urza, you have lead. Atticus. Okay, are we in? We in? I'm gonna show off the earthquake the first chance I get to. Just keep on that as 3. Hold on, wait. I think I have something. Stamina. Intellect for the paladin. Spirit for me. Strength for the druid. Thank you, Urza. All right. Trying to think, do I have any other buffs I can give? Oh, you know, I can do one of these. I'm gonna go nice and conservative with my spell casting. Oh, I gotta keep that open. Okay, so I'm gonna put down, there's a pad, right? There's the pad. Okay, putting down this, and where's my strength totem? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I have to have no chill on these guys. They stink. They destroy your mana, which is such a rude thing to do. Also, I think, yep, it did work. My grounding totem did absorb something. Where's my Wind Fury? I should probably get all this situated too. I have blood. There it is, okay. Also, if you haven't seen Earthquake, that's what it does. It does the Oro Crumblies from AQ20. No, well that seems problematic. It's okay. I got this one. You resisted? How dare you, sir? Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. I was going to say, we can't decurse, and I forgot we have a druid. Yeah, we're gonna do fine here. I have to use Earth Shock a lot here because there's so many casters, but that just means I get a bunch of threat for free. Yeah, those are good numbers. I just like seeing all the numbers, you know? Anyone who's done AoE knows the joy of the numbers. Save to decurse. Also, for those who are watching that might not know this, bears do benefit from Wind Fury on Turtle WoW. I don't know how it works, but I know they do. Oh, that is fun too. AoE dotting must be fun. Why aren't you casting? There it is. Ooh, that's a derpy axe. Actually, we don't need that boss for the quest. He doesn't drop any. I always forget that. You see what I mean? If you can get it off, it works great. It's just like any other AoE. It's just the way it targets and works is just kind of awkward. Me saving my mana is doing a little bit of melee. Oh, hello. I think we're supposed to kill those guys first. One of my favorite things to watch, too, is every now and then, Chain Lightning will just jump to, like, a critter. So, there'll be, like, one mob, and I know there's one mob, but then all of a sudden I'll be like, wait, why did it chain? And then I'll see, like, a dead rat, and be like, oh no, what did I do? Now this melee group's doing great. A couple rogues. Yes, sir. Oh, you know what? Let's put down the frost resistance here. It's probably do us better. You see, it happened right there. I targeted something and it died before my AoE went off. So I spent all that time casting nothing. I mean, that's a problem that you have to normally deal with, like, single target spell. It's just annoying that it happens to us too. All right, let me get this out. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit of fire there. Pick a full health thing to attack with my AoE. They might be outranging my totems here. Pick up my totems. Put down my totems again. Because you know what? The rogues, I've played enough rogue to know, you know what they enjoy? Wind Fury. Wind Fury's fun. As a rogue, oh man. Nothing feels better than doing like a dungeon and then all of a sudden you see a shaman, you're going, oh, do you have Wind Fury yet? And at first I didn't understand it. I played all a classic, never playing a melee class. And I thought Wind Fury was kind of like a weird, I almost thought it was like an exploit, you know? And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, wait a second. No, this absolutely slaps. No wonder everyone likes this. Hold on. There it is. I got the right one. Is that the only thing out there? No, we're doing Jandis? We can do Jandis if you want. We don't, I actually know. Would I need Jandis? How many marks do I need? I don't even remember how many marks I need. Hold on, let me check this. I need 25, so I need 10 more. Maybe I would need Jandis. Now these guys are kind of annoying because you can only hurt certain ones. I think the regular skeletons don't get hit by magic. Yeah, see, five immunes and 4 hits. Yep. And even though you'd think Chain Lightning would be a smart spell, it's not. Medicus, I can drop my disease cleanse. Keep your mana. Oh, cool. I had Wind Fury, too. I forgot about that. All you gotta do is drop the totem. Oh. Also, it's really funny on Turtle WoW. These guys, sometimes when they die, like they're not dead, they get back up. But after you knock them down, they'll slide on the ground to chase you. It's like, I wonder if he's dead. All right, what's that one? Yeah, we'll do this guy. Let's just get that guy. I think I'm hitting them. Nice thing about doing these dungeons too is you can get those nice little marks. And that. It's so hard to know if I'm... What are the right ones to target? The diseased ghouls are the right ones, okay. Oh, don't run, don't run. Now, where'd my mouse go? That's never a good sign. No, you're pulling the boss, you madman. Okay. Oh, I thought like there was multiple, so I thought the AoE would hurt him. It did not hurt her. So we're all here to make a buck. I'm gonna loot everything. Oh, let's go, Jakku. Yeah. You know, Jakku, I know you have a shaman. You can use those too. I will definitely save that for raid though. Okay, oh, they're already fighting. They already scrapping. Come on. I'll bring you back. By the way, that is the right thing to do. Well, don't do what I just did, but if you pull something and you can live the run, always run towards your tank. Tanks hate when they lose threat on stuff. The least you could do is make it a little easier for them to catch back up. And, you know, I think Bear's AoE options are pretty limited. My totem should be getting rid of that. Why is it not getting rid of that? Okay, it's working. I forgot totems have line of sight sometimes when the game feels like remembering that. You know, the more I do the Earthquake, the more I like it. It is a fun spell. It does a lot of damage. I think it's overtuned. Get some mana here. You know, I can't quite prove it, but I think the target you cast Earthquake on, I feel like the spell might have like a threat modifier on or something. I've pulled the main target you hit it with, it does it does more damage with, but I could have sworn, like, I just feel like threat-wise it's kind of a different beast. I don't know. We'll wait for this to pop. You see? You see? I immediately pulled threat. Now that thing was already at half health. You gonna tell me I did all that threat? Nah. Oh, that's a cool looking staff. Oh, I got the viewing room key. Oh, I should. Don't forget to loot. You know what the advantage of the way Earthquake works is? You're sure that you'll never miss. What? I don't know if that's a. I don't know if that's an advantage. Like, honestly, I would rather have a reticule because it also adds to like the skill level. BRB, I forgot to loot first boss. I'm so bad. Okay, I'm not the only one. See, I'm not the only one. Zadai did the same thing. Well, yeah, Lorazia, I totally agree with you, but let me ask you, like, what about the other consequence? Casting Flame Strike and then the mob dying before you cast it at all? What would you rather have? Because you can miss if the mob dies before the cast finishes. And yeah, again, as someone who's played a lot of Mage, it just feels very awkward to do it that way. Also, even rogues have a reticule-based AoE in Distract. Like, Distract isn't targeted. It's one of the spells you think should be, but it isn't. If the mob dies and you shouldn't have cast Flame Strike, yeah, that's true. Mages have many options. Do you know what the Shaman's AoE option is? Run in and put down a Fire Nova totem. Full stop. And then cast Chain Lightning. That's it. So like, trying to weave this into the larger, the larger toolkit, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I hate being stuck in the ground. Okay. I'll put down another one. We have completely closed off the door to going in. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be taking the damage, but we gotta loot and get through. Oh, did someone pull the lever? Because we still have to roll for the chest. Oh my god, no one pulled the lever. I just keep leaving the... So this is a dungeon that I wanted to do and I got the group together for. I keep like going, like, guys, hold on, be right back. 1 sec. I'll be right there. I'm the worst. You know, I don't think there's a way mathematically you can get Ancestor Swiftness, used to be Nature Swiftness, with while also having Earthquake, but it would be cool if you could instant cast it. Mages can get instant cast Flame Strike with Palm Flame Strike. I'm getting a lot of Scourge Stones. I like that. Frost Resist Gloves. Let's go. By the way, we did figure out that you can get 2 marks off of the bosses in the middle, but you have to kill everything in there. It's not great. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not fair. I didn't make that choice. Searing Totem made that choice for me. Searing Totem. So the real sneaky thing about new elemental is that your Searing Totem has a lot longer range. It has a 30-yard range. So if you're used to the 20-yard range, oh boy, you're gonna pull stuff on accident a whole bunch. In my defense, I have years of experience with it being 20 yards, so sometimes I just forget, you know? Okay, I've needed on a good amount of those. I'm just gonna start greeting on them. I don't know if paladins use them, but they are worth money. I use them for raids, but people use them like also for money. He has 186 frost resist. That's such an oddly specific number. He only has 5 frost and nature resist, so, well, he's in for it now. Okay, Corruptor Scourgestone. Shivery Hand Wraps. Those are good pre-raid Bis Frost Mage gloves. Oh wait, did I loot? Did I loot? I didn't loot. Oh, I did loot. Oh, we got 2 Crest of Valor off there? Oh, I guess we did, yeah. He's a cool boss, Ras Frost Sorcerer. He has like a cool quest chain associated with him. If you ever get the chance. Careful pickpocketing them. Hold on, wait. I have to... Jakku, careful. If they resist the pickpocket, I think they all go aggressive. It's true. At least it wasn't classic. Oh, jeez. Okay, I put down this totem. I put down this totem, and I put down this totem. And I stand over here and get ready to hard cast Earthquake. Put down one of these bad boys. Oh, I don't think that was all of them. No, a rat died. I'm sorry, Mr. Rat. I didn't know you were there. I promise it wasn't my choice. I should probably put down a disease cleanse totem now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, 7 hits. You love to see those big numbers. Oh, I thought we were going to see one of the sliding corpses. They're so fun. You know, it is satisfying to at least have some decent AoE. It does feel good. What? No. Oops, sorry. DPS. There you go. Oh, he has a disease on him? Don't need those. And Crest of Valor. Oh, man. I can't wait to open up my bag. God, what if I get a mount? It'll be silly because I barely use mounts in Obomson because I do so much planes running. But what if I get a mount? Imagine. Now, I'm worried that Searing Totem might make some choices for me. No, it's good. There it is. You see that? I knew I pulled it, and then I ran it to the tank. Casters, pay attention. This is the way. What mounts can you get? Oh, I showed them off. I can show you after the dungeon run's done. You can see what you can get on the database. There's like 7 mounts or something you could potentially get, I think, something like that. Another nice way to make money off these is if you're not doing Nax, or you are doing Nax and you have plenty, you can use the Scourge Stones to get Consecrated Sharpening Stones or Blessed Wizard Oil. And that's a great way of making money because you can trade those on the auction house. Another little tip, you know. Yeah, it is Nolvi. It's been online for a better part of a week. They didn't announce it or anything, but it is. Wait, is that the guy that... Does he need magic damage to die? I can't remember. Now I'll never know. Oh, wait. Come this way. He resisted? What a jerk. Hey. What's going on here? Ah, they're gonna forget about her. Yeah, there was a bunch of extra pulls with that one. I thought it was only one extra guy. It was like 4. All right. Oh, another Skull Club. Man, they love Skull Clubs. The original developers, they just couldn't get enough. They're like, dang. Well, what if we put another skull on a club, guys? It shows any, this one right here. Nolvi. This one's called ADF. I'll show it real quick. This is the Super WoW version, but look for ADF by Atreyu. That's the one that shows resistances. Very useful, especially if you're a caster, because you know you might not by memory know the resistances of everything, and it's really important for Elemental Shaman, because you don't ever have curses helping you get through resistances, so. It can also track other important debuffs like Ignite, Nightfall, Sunders, Scorch, that kind of stuff. It doesn't have... there's not a version that has Arcane Resist, which is kind of something they should have, but they don't. Oh yeah, absolutely it is. And it's not too obtrusive. Like I can just I can just move it down here and just pretty much forget about it. Okay. Oh wait, did I loot? I didn't. Okay, now we did. Alright, only 2 more. 2 more, then I'm done the weekly, which I'll definitely get done because there's one boss here, one boss here. Shadow resistance aura for the paladin if they think about it. It's not essential, but it does help a lot. I think it does. At least when you're doing it at level, I think it makes a big difference. There it is. See, look, I have the Unholy Aura Resist. It helps you too, I think, because of... Ooh, look at that Frost Resist ring. That's nice. For... I guess there's like really one fight where you could arguably use Frost Resist, right? I think Saf's aura in Turtle WoW is a lot weaker than in Classic. So you don't really... I guess if you're progging, you might want a piece or two, but you actually want it more for KT. Because his Frost stuff still really hurts. And if you can get like a lucky resist, it's a, it saves you from using extra greater frost protection potions, so I think it's worth. Welcome to the Bone Zone. That's all I can think of when I see these bone warders. Whose bones are they protecting? What secrets are they hiding? Oh, a nature resistance one. There he is. I'm gonna blow him up before I get my next cooldown off. Man. I don't want to blow him up. There it is. Okay, I got it. Look at, oh, you absorbed it? Come on, take the full crit. Nah. Fashion coin. Always need on fashion coins. It's polite. Magister's crown, Witchblade. Nice, nice. Thank you so much, Urza. I can't wait to see what is in my satchel. I wish I was a mage or an engineer. I could send Urza back somehow. Oh yeah, Urza. All right. Ooh, the Kugler for 20 mans. I love the Kugler. All right. Hold on. I want to see something. Did I get anything that I think a bear would like? I don't think so. No, that's a shame. Yeah, we'll take a look at the drop chances. Time to pull big. All right, we'll take a look at what we can pull. I have the list over here. Where's my browser? Okay, so this is the end of the list. So these are 6 of the mounts you can get, but like we're talking 0.1%. So this is a 1 in 1,000 chance, or that's 2 in 1,000 chance. I think that's how that works. Also, remember the grouping. So there's only a 0.2% chance that the 8 drop group even appears. Okay. The 6 group, there's a 1% chance that it appears, but there's 5 mounts in it. I believe that's how it works. Now they have, if I organize it by group, right? Group 1, you have a 100% chance to get something from group 1. 4% chance for Black Lotus, Grave Moss, but your most common stuff looks to be Fire Bloom, Ghost Mushroom, Blindweed, Sungrass, Arthur's Tears, Wildvine. Then you have I don't know why it says 110%. I guess there's a chance. I don't know how the math works out. But in the second group of loot, Major Mana Potions, Major Healing, Lips, Faps, Superior Defense, Mongoose, Mageblood, Dream Shard. And then also in 2, but reduced to 3%, you have all the flasks except for Petrification, which is a 1%. And then in 3, you just get some like crafting stuff, essentially essences. Same thing with group 4. And then 5 is a bunch of herbs. So I can't wait to see what we roll. If you are Horde, the person you will speak to is over. Is it Sarfang? Oh, did he just put the heads up? No, sorry, Runthak. Sourfang's this guy? Yeah, sorry. He's right next to Sourfang. All right, dungeon delving is done. We got the war supplies cache. Also, you get a bunch of rep for it too, which is kind of crazy. And it's not nothing too. It's 300 for every allied city, which is just funny to me. I can't. I'm gonna get exalted if I do this enough. All right. Oh, come on. This is gonna be the one. All right. A flask or mount would be awesome, but not a flask of petrification. Not gonna look. Okay, I heard the noise. I heard the liquid noise, and I think I heard a rock noise, the sound effect. Oh. Almost insulting. Illusion dust is like it's not even worth it to have it in your bags. It's so cheap. It's okay though. 16 thorium ore, also kind of a whammy. Golden Samson's okay because it's worth stuff now. Arthas tears though, oof. Ah man, not really worth much at all. But then, change of fates, Dream Shard elixir. Now that's worth a decent amount because you have you have a Dream Dust and a small Dream Shard in there. Got 3 of them. I use these during raid. This is great. And then Elemental Sharpening Stone. Now I don't use these, but I would gladly sell it or trade it to someone who does use it. You see what I'm saying? And then maybe they have something I want. Like some mana potions, maybe. Maybe they have something else I could use. Like some... Actually, I don't know how much these are worth, but I think they're competitive with Brilliant Wizard Oil. I don't know. I've never shopped for them because I've only ever played a rogue for melee, and poisons are better. So, oh, and Drake is sorry. I've been playing Elemental. I specialize in Elemental. I have a good resto set. I do not tank. I only vaguely know how to tank, if at all. All right. Did I miss anything in the loot? Sometimes it will stack if I already have something. No, that was everything. That was everything. Oh, man. I thought we were going to have something better than that. It's okay. I'm really hoping for a flask. I haven't got a flask yet. I won't complain too much. Because Dream Shard Elixir is good. It is good. I'm going to boast in guild chat. ×3 and 1x. Rest is kind of meh. You can't win them all, you know? Oh, hold on, Lorazia, I will check that out. Hold on, let me see if I can get that copied over. Copy current address. Lorazia, what am I looking at here? No, that's not what I want. Okay, we'll look at that. A bunch of red thunder lizards. I don't know where they come from, though. Are they store items? That would be a pretty cool mount, though. Yeah, it could be. Also, Nazi, another thing to keep in mind is that I don't think the team has openly said this, but I I have it on pretty good authority. There's a couple things I think that the SEA servers have that we in the EU server don't. Don't quote me on exactly which things those are, but I think there's like one or two things. I don't think it's this though. Atlas loot says those drop in the new... Well, I mean, okay, if I look at where they drop, it doesn't say anything. Like Red Thunder Lizard. Hold on, wait. They have the spells for them, so that... Enraged Thunder Lizards. Ooh, hold on. Oh, wait, that's just a quest. I'm just being dumb here. Add a mount to this player's collection. So you can look at the... Sometimes there's like an associated thing. I don't see anything here. So, yeah, it's kind of a mystery. I don't know. Wait, was there one of each of the mob in Desolus? I don't think in... Well, I mean, if I look right here... let's see. There's a red. A red matches red. Is there a green? Pale and pale. Okay, black and azure. Yeah, they do all match. But I mean, I guarantee you if like I look at this one, it's not gonna... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, these are supposed to be NPCs? Ooh, yeah, they're cooking something up. All right, hold on, Nazi. Hold on. I'm getting there. Okay, I mean, I see that, but... Oh, you have seen, okay. All right, fair enough. I'm excited. I love Thunder Lizards. It's kind of a shame they haven't been able to be a mount. No, they are not Kodos. Thunder Lizards are... They're cool. They're all over the Barrens. And a couple other spots, too. Mostly like the deserty spots. If you play Horde, you get accustomed with them pretty quickly. You bump into them. Yeah, you know, so the reason I believe that this is probably forthcoming or coming up soon is because when they actually have spells for them, and by spells I mean like this means that there's like if it's in the spell DBC, that means they don't have to do another patch. Changing anything with their spell database requires a patch. So this is already in the game, and maybe they didn't remember to hide it, but there's also stuff that I think, like if I search up Incubus, I'm pretty sure we don't have Disguise Incubus. Liz Babs, you can probably confirm that for me. Now, you see what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, EU doesn't have that, so who has that? We do? I thought we didn't. Or when did we get it? Oh, yeah, and, you know, if I'm being perfectly fair, like, this is no shade. I understand it's a cultural difference. But the SEA servers, they like throwing money. They like throwing money. They like flexing. I mean, people in the EU and US like it too, but I think the Chinese players take it to another level. So, like, okay. You know, then there's like players like me who've been playing for years and I just don't know what to put, you know, tokens towards. Like, I could put tokens towards. How much does I have 290. I can get something. probably... Oh, you know what? I'm saving that for another character that I'm working on, because my priest is on this tune, on this account. So, all right, yeah, and you know what? The Daily Groove, it's it's that hour I become a pumpkin because Murag just got home. But hey, don't read into the fact that the octaves on my voice went up when I said hi to my wife. Don't read into it. I consider that a success. So, for anyone who's watching, I just want to let you know I'm going to be out of town next week. So I won't have any radio news. I probably won't be streaming or doing anything like that. Sometimes I have to take a break. This break was scheduled a long time ago, though. So, yeah. I might stream before I leave, but if I do, it'll probably be abbreviated or something goofy or wacky. But I want to thank everyone for listening to my diatribe earlier on when I was just kind of venting about all the drama and shenanigans that's been going on with the lawsuit stuff. You know, I know it's stressful, and I appreciate everyone letting me have space to vent that. And I'm glad everyone else, at least I hope everyone else has had time and space to vent about it and, you know, work through it. Is there anything else I wanted to say? No. I think I'm good. So, special thank you to Zadai, Jakku, pretty sure it was Maticus, and of course Urza for getting that dungeon done quickly. Thank you, really do appreciate it. I'll do my normal spiel. So, take care of yourself. Take care of one another. When you're playing games, make sure you're having fun, because that's the point of them. And, as always, remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Bye, guys.